Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the new dev notes that were, well, not really new. I'm a bit late to the party, as so to speak. It was a couple days ago, 14th I believe, that 14th or 15th that they were announced, but it's better be late than ever. It's still a bit far for the updates, so we can still go and see what they're going to bring us and what to expect in the next update. So how about we jump into the dev notes? Okay, so we have dev notes, we have a new hidden story, the Monarch of Steel Valtaire, not sure which one it's the correct way to pronounce. I really like the design. I'm a big fan of the white, gold, red, black color scheme, so I really like the design of the new boss. It's a boss, it's probably a boss. And Alon, which has the same color scheme. They look really nice. Valtair is general of an army. I know the power you have shown me is not your full strength. I'm inviting you to my stage. Come up and show me your full strength. So you have a new main boss, Valtair, and it's not just a simple destroyer. It's the Monarch of the Steel Army. So it's probably going to be a new Workshop Brilliant Light boss, if it's a Monarch. Not sure if they're going to add the workshop yet or not, but it could be one of the next workshop of Brilliant Light. And he uses magic threats to control his opponents. So you have to join Sanjinu in Valtair's stage and uncover their hidden secret. So let's see what they bring us. And they're going to be, with the new story, they're going to increase the level cap, so hold on to your daily claim funds or daily funds. Don't claim them yet. Let them stack for the new update, so you can get a head start on the update to reach the max level faster. And there's also a new job change, which is really nice. When there's a new job change, usually there's either a skill or a blessing stone, a new skill or blessing stone. But if they're going to add something, probably a blessing stone, since they already gave us a new skill, but who knows. Now we have a new shadow, Jima, which is the Naga we fought, I believe. So a new shadow, hold on for your shadow traces. The leader effect increases attack power and shield gain. This is really good. Increasing attack is really good for Sanjinu. And shield gain is also really good. Most of your defensive skills, at least mine, are shield based, so shield gain increase is really nice for the defensive side of the fight. If you need to not die, shield gain is really good, and attack increase is always nice. And if your point teams are as leader, your team's attack power will be elevated beyond its limit, so it will increase your attack by a ton for what they're saying. Now we have training room. We finally have the training room. This is really good for you to check which artifacts are the best for your hunters or for your Sanjinu. Also to see if your skills, which is the best combination of skills and weapons. And you can also, as they say, combo guide. You can see the recommended skill sequences to practice the combos, so you can practice the correct order to unleash your skills with some characters that are more intricate, like the new Idol Hunter. I'm not remembering her name. Like Minnie. She has an intricate sequence for her skills, so with the combo guide you can practice the skill combo, so you can use them on the actual field. Performance check, you can measure combat power with a damage meter and stopwatch, which is amazing, especially to check which artifacts you have that are dealing the most damage. This way you can actually see if your hunter, the new hunter, is actually outperforming the old ones by placing the exactly same artifacts if they scale off the same thing, of course. You can place them on a new hunter if they're both at the same advancement and same weapon level and advancement. You can use them with their optimal team or without any team, just base damage, and see which one deals the most damage. You can also use with the same exact team composition and see which one performs the best. So if you have a new Wind Hunters, if you see that the new Wind Hunter doesn't actually out damage the old one you have, you might not be worth it to summon for the new one. Of course, to know that you have to maybe see YouTube videos, streams, somewhere that showcases the difference, so you don't have to summon for it yet. And I'll be most likely using this for future YouTube videos to see which combo of artifacts is the best for the hunter, which is really good. Quality of life features make repeated testing more convenient with reset button save preset recall, so you can reset your damage, which is nice, so you can see how much damage you will do with one combo, with and then reset to do another combo to see if you crit or not. It will change your numbers if you crit or if you don't, and see which one with how many tries you can get the same damage. So let's see, you do the exact same combo 10 times. If you crit in 7 of those 10, you will probably deal more damage than if you only crit 5 or 6 or 4 of the 10 times. And that's a way to see if you're dealing more damage with one hunter or not, but if you're critting with one hunter more than the other, because some hunters have innate crit increase, so you might have to change your artifacts to better accommodate for the crit difference. Opponent settings. Disable monster AI or create custom items with detailed opponent options. So you can customize the type of opponent you're going to fight. So if you want type advantage, you can add you probably can change the boss to be weak to the type you want. So you can see if you have elemental advantage, which is usually used the hunter with elemental advantage. You can add the elemental advantage to see how much damage you do. You can also fight with raw damage without any weaknesses to see which one has better raw damage, which is really good, and I'm glad they're finally implementing it. Then we have no more wasted simulation gate tickets. This is a huge improvement. If you're trying to defeat the new levels, you might not be able to even get past the first room, and you essentially lose your ticket. And what they're going to implement is that now if you can go into a practice mode, which means that you can practice until you succeed, and try to use the way you succeed to actually fight in the real mode. That way you don't waste tickets, you just use them in the actual fight. I would like if they just let you repeat endlessly until you waste the ticket. So let's say you enter, until you finish, you don't use the ticket. Once you finish, the ticket is consumed, but you only have 2 tickets anyway, so you're never going to abuse the system. But at least it's a step in the right direction, the practice mode, but they could just make it so you have infinite chances to retry until you actually beat the mode. But it is what it is. Then we have Guild Boss and Shop renewal. They will revamp the Guild Boss content, so we have to wait and see what they're going to do. They're going to forget about the hassle of manual score submissions. Now on the thrill of battleship, the score remains. Score submission will change from manual to automatic, and your best score for each attempt will record automatically. I don't know why this wasn't the case initially, but who knows. One record doesn't mean it's the end. Through free retries and resets, you can retry with the same team. You just use to aim for a higher score. If you're unsatisfied with your team composition, you can reset both the score and attempt record for that round to start over with a completely new team. Again, why wasn't this in the beginning? We will never know. So now you can actually retry the guild boss until you're satisfied with your score. More appearance of special gates, which is nice. Gold XP, weapon enhancement, your marks of time will be upgraded, which is really good. Preset improvements, not that special. Artifact modification, permanent feature. Oh, thank God. Artifact modification will be a permanent feature. I don't know why it wasn't like this from the beginning. Now you can reset the enhancements to try again and see if you can get the actual enhancements you want, which is really nice, and they should have been in the first place. Multiple options can now be selected when applying enhancements. I'm not sure what they mean with that. We'll have to wait and see. Interface improvements, just a better way to use this stuff. And quality of light enhancements, autoplay function to the early tutorial, sure. New gross collect system based on battle tier, sure. Subscription users, paid content, okay. Fix the invisible boss, which is nice. And the new September guide. Now core farming improvement. In regards to introduce a site of core farming system, allowing hunters to function farming the cores they want without being tied to specific content. Okay, thank God. They're going to basically, you can select the core you want instead of having to go to the specific boss to farm for that specific core, which is nice since you want to also be farming for the levels on your monarchs, and having to fight a monarch you don't want to fight because of the cores is always a pain. Okay, at the bottom for final we have improvements to the ultimate skill. Now we actually have runes that will imbue the ultimate with an attribute, so you have bonus damage against certain types of bosses depending on the actual attribute. This way your ultimate will deal more damage because it will have a type advantage if you bring the correct type to the fight. The ultimate always dealt neutral damage, but with this now you're more incentivized to use the elemental bonus bracelet, I believe, for the correct element, so you might have to farm a bracelet for each element to actually use the correct one depending on the boss and the content. But it's finally happening, the ultimate increase. The ultimate was beginning to become a bit redundant, since you're going to deal more damage with your skills and autos eventually than with your ultimate, and now with actual elemental advantage, the ultimate will start to deal more damage. Oh, they're going to merge the servers. Sure does that many have requests are merged with different sense from active gameplay environment. And also getting this match. It's going to take more time, obviously. So there's nothing much to expect for now. A new labyrinth, so it's going to be a new arena to challenge past bosses. The rule 1, everyone must play their part. So you have to have a ton of hunters trained, so you're going to be forming an expedition by selecting hunters with a wide range of abilities, and as the difficulty rises, the number of hunters required by the overseer will increase accordingly. So the higher the difficulty, the more hunters you'll need, which means that you have to improve, to have more than one team improved, and maybe even for one element more than 3 units built. And the more you progress, the more parts you will need it, so you have to have more teams built to actually be able to play. And if you use a hunter in a chapter, they also won't appear again, so you're incentivized to build basically every hunter you have, which is, well, it's for the mid to high level hunters, so they're saying that you're far enough in the game to be able to have enough hunters, but it's still a bit weird for free to play, since they don't actually have a ton of hunters built. They have a few teams maximized to the full potential. Then write your own strategic chronicle. The overseer wish for you to express the story in your own way. There is a simple answers, moment step to formula. All outcomes will be decided by the book you choose to open next. The stage will represent you with random bosses. No, you're not bound to attributes, so you can use any type of team you want. And as I said, you'll need all your hunters. And in certain fights, the overseer will choose an especially challenging enemy, basically. And this is thanks. And we have a new dev note. Don't forget to use it. Don't forget to redeem it. It's always good to have extra Powder of Blessing, mana crystals, and gold. Wait for the new update before using the blessing, since they can have a new blessing store. We never know, so it's better to hold on for the update before using them. And that's pretty much it. So we have some new improvements, a new shadow, a new story, and most importantly the new training room and the new Overseer's Forbidden Library to actually have some important gameplay. And the training room isn't properly gameplay, but it's a way to actually see which is the best artifacts you have without having to fight random bosses and having to figure out on your own. Yeah, I'm excited for the new job change as well, and if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!